So, this is Ohana. In the bottom we have Fanatics, Harstem. And he luckily did not change colors this time. But he is up one game, putting the score at 2-1 versus RotterdaM.
Yep. Of course, up in the top left, we have our orange Protoss, coming so close in all 3 games, but currently being 2 games to 1 down. An inactive player of Team Root, his name is RotterdaM!
So, let's see if... Oh, yeah. RotterdaM going with the 11 gate yet again.
At this point, it's reflex. He just can't help himself. He sees that 11, and he has to put a gate down. Sesame Street is unbearable for him to watch.
You know what? Like, since I don't have television, I just kind of... All these stereotypes that are regarding series and you know, TV characters and stuff just go past me like the last winter's snow. I have no clue what you're talking about, but it does sound incredibly funny. So if you can like educate me, some of you guys in the chat, if you can just educate me on the, you know, on the fact that like what kinds of series is that?
Everyone is going crazy in chat. They cannot believe you don't have a television.
I don't have a television because it's a fucking waste of time, alright? I refuse to waste my time watching something that I cannot... Like, you can't even decide what you want to watch on the television because the programming is being done by the TV company. Why have television where you can have Twitch or internet streaming where you actually decide what you want to watch and you search for it and find it? I hate television. Television is manipulative. It misinforms you, disinforms you, and just manipulates you all around. And you have to pay for it. No, thank you.
Bell is a man opinionated when it comes to television and also pretty much everything else. It's one of the reasons I like you so much.
Yeah, because it's so easy to piss me off, right?
Yeah. Bell is the easiest person to troll in the world, and I love it. I love every second. So, both players have got double gas up. Right now, RotterdaM just with the 1 gate. Harstem already adding a second.
Right, so RotterdaM going with the... Okay. This is an interesting choice, going Phoenix on Ohana. I mean, this map for Phoenix play, that's kind of a double-edged sword. It can work very, very well for you, and it can work against you. But it is very interesting. And RotterdaM adding on 2 more gates. I'm smelling a 1 base all in here.
Yeah, it very much looks that way. Stargate and 3 gateways. I mean, it can just be... It needs to do heavy damage. Even if it's not a full-on all-in, you can't not do damage with it and then still stay in the game.
And here RotterdaM will have to pull back because he mismicroed his Stalkers a little bit. And look at Harstem go! He's just microing so well in these little engagements, and he is on the offensive with just 2 gates and getting a robo behind this. And the problem is... RotterdaM needs... Okay, so the timing works well for him. He needs at least 1 sentry, I do believe. He does not know how many gates behind this there are.
Okay, his sentry is coming out though, so he will have 1 force field. If he can split these units well, he should be able to take it down. It depends whether or not Harstem chooses to commit. More Stalkers coming up to join them. Forward pylon, but it's going to be difficult for him now.
I think by now RotterdaM has to realize that this was a fake, and he's not going to be building any more sentries. It was very wise of him to only build 1. And look at this, Harstem is just going to continue with this fake out. No, he's bringing a sentry. He wants to contain RotterdaM, but he still does not know about the unit composition. He still does not know about the Stargate, and this sentry might get picked off. RotterdaM is moving down the ramp.
Oh, nice!
And he gets the sentry.
Contain the zealots. The sentry is down though, and Harstem is going to have to back off. This is kind of worrying for Harstem. Harstem is trying to expand, but of course we know RotterdaM is preparing for that one base attack. And with enough of his units left alive, and with all these phoenixes, he can now go down and continue this attack, potentially even taking out the expansion entirely.
RotterdaM actually losing 0 phoenixes there throughout all this time. And the problem is, Harstem defense relies mainly on sentries here. Those can be picked up by the Phoenix and nullified. No force will be coming down. But it still is very difficult to execute this type of attack that Roddy is gunning for. And he finally realized that there is a proxy pylon by Harstem as well, and is just going to try and take care of it. And just in case this attack does not work, he's just going to kill as many probes as possible.
Yep, really wise move. He's going to start to try and level up that probe count. And of course, if Harstem pulls back with his Stalkers to try and help in the main, he could well easily lose that expansion. He gives up the high ground there, so he's going to have to be very, very careful with how he chooses to respond to the Phoenixes.
Well, look at the responsiveness of Harstem. He saw that probe moving out immediately, turning that observer around, knows that RotterdaM is expanding, and this attack is coming way too late for Rotti. Doesn't have a high chance of working, loses 3 Phoenixes there. That is a huge deal. And doesn't kill anything in the process apart from a couple of sentries, but at this point in the game, Harstem does have enough resources and econ to keep replenishing them, and even losing more units here. Rotti trying to go for another sentry, but only losing his Phoenixes as a result, and there's the GG. He knows he can't break this, and he's behind in tech. Good call.